All praises to Yahweh Bahasham, HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. This is Elder Barak from the Masharah Yasha'Allah, House of David. And I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and to all the Israelite brothers and sisters, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, and all the different Israelite camps and schools, okay, of brothers and sisters and our people. Shalom, shalom. I want to bring out something pertinent, something important concerning what happened down there in Memphis at the Masharah Yasha'Allah Unity Camp in Memphis, concerning the situation when IUIC marched down there and tried to disrupt the camp. And as you know, there are a lot of information out there already. All right, on YouTube, online, Facebook, and I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to do this because this is not my forte. I don't do this. I don't make video concerning situations that happen in other camps, okay, amongst other brothers. The House of David does not do this. We don't do this, okay? Now, other camps and schools, Israelite schools, have done it against the House of David, all kinds of videos and calling us all kinds of names and belittling us and so forth, but we don't do it. There's only been like 2 or 3 times when we had to do something and put out a videotape, a video concerning another school because of the lies that they brought out concerning the House of David. And they were straight out lies. So we had to say something. But it was only like one time. We don't put out series of videos, okay, to go against another Israelite school or camp. That's not what we do, because that's not what the Most High really wants to do, okay? We have to be now a force of trying to bring our people together rather than divide. And all that does is cause strife, going tit for tat, back and forth, video. You do they do a video against us, we do a video against us, so we don't do that, okay? But so even with this situation, what happened down in Memphis, Tennessee at the Masharah Yasha'Allah Unity Camp, I wasn't going to bring out anything. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but because there's enough information out already concerning what happened. Especially brothers who were witnesses, brothers who were part of the Masharah Yasha'Allah Unity Camp, they were there, okay? So they know what happened. So there's enough information out already. But because IUIC, and I'm gonna say it, okay? Because Nate, okay, who's over IUIC, Nate, okay? Because of Nate, I'm gonna command those brothers or command his camp to march down there to try to disrupt the Masharah Yasha'Allah Unity Camp, okay? Totally wicked as hell, okay? So now I'm gonna just give you some understanding about what the Masharah Yasha'Allah is all about, which most of you already know, okay? The Masharah Yasha'Allah means government of Israel, okay? So most of you already know what we do is we plan summits, we plan unity camps, okay, all around the country, and we do it, and we get a host Israelite school or camp, whatever city it is in, and we get them, most I will, to host it, but it's a Masharah Yasha'Allah event or unity camp or summit. And we've been doing it, it's been since what, the first one was Washington, D.C. And that's been since, what, about 7 years. We've been doing it for about 7 years now, okay? Why? Because the Most High teaches us to assemble ourselves, come together, all right? Okay, before the decree bring forth, all right? Zephaniah 2:1, before the decree, gather yourselves together before the decree bring forth. So myself and brothers at the House of David, we said, look, let's try to get brothers together. Different Israelite schools, camps, brothers, let's try to get them together and let's have a conference, let's have summits, and let's try to communicate and let's try to get together. And that's what it's always been about, always. And when we first did it, because I wrote the first letter, okay? I wrote the first letter. We gave it to our correspondence department, which is, you brothers know him, Mathathua, and he put the letter out. This is over 7 years ago. And he put the letter out, and all the different Israelite schools and camps got one. He put it on Facebook, and he put it out online, everything. Okay, they got one. So now, here we are, okay, and we're talking about there were schools that got a letter, all right, and understood what we were trying to do, because in the letter I explained it specifically what we were trying to do, and they got a letter. But most schools responded, and some schools didn't respond. Some schools, Israelite camps and schools responded and said that they might come, they might not come. And that's okay. That is okay. But nonetheless, the Spirit of the Most High and Yahweh Shai had us continue. All right. And then we formed what we call the Mashra Yashala. Okay. By the Spirit of Mashiach Yahweh Shai, we formed a council. We formed the officers' council. We formed a music group. We formed a training program. We formed all that. We formed a treasury department. We formed all of that. We formed the communications department. We formed the priest department. All of that. Okay. We got a scribe department. All of that. Okay. Different departments. We had a history department, advisory department. All of that is part of the Mashra Yasha'Allah. Okay. We put it together. And brother said, Barak, you can be the spokesman for the Mashra Yasha'Allah. And so this is what this is. And so that's why we go to different cities. And now because of the COVID and everything, we weren't able to get a venue. So normally we would have a summit. But the last couple of summits we had, they weren't really summits, they were unity camps because we couldn't get a venue because of the COVID. So we had unity camp in DC, and then we came together and said, okay, let's do Memphis. Did we decide to do Memphis, Tennessee, to go against IUIC? We're not like that. We don't do that. And this is a one-time thing. Or we might decide to do it again, but it ain't gonna be for a while. But still, we weren't trying to come down there to take something away from IUIC. And those brothers know that, and Nate, you know that. Okay? You know this. We go to a particular city, have the summit, okay, establish that city, and maybe whatever Israelite school or camp that hosts the summit, maybe it'll enhance that school, and maybe it'll put them on the map as an Israelite school. And then next thing you know, you get more of a congregation, a big congregation. But as far as the Mashra Yasha'Allah is concerned, we're able to network and communicate with those brothers in that particular city where we have a summit. And that's what this is all about. Bringing brothers together and establishing Mashra Yasha'Allah in Yahushua, government in Yahushua. Because now it's high time for us to do this. All the other nations got their government together, and here we are, running around divided against one another, isolating against one another, separate against one another. We still don't get it straight. Okay? So you can know the scriptures and know the gospel, but if we don't apply it, and so we're not applying it. And even the scriptures tell you, prophesied or proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare for war. And so what are we prepared for? So it's high time that we get prepared. So that's why in the Mashra Yasha'Allah, we got a law department, okay? Brothers the Thara, okay? And they bring out the scriptures and they bring out the laws, statutes, commandments, okay? We got the articles of belief, the understanding that we got to keep the law, statutes, commandments in the Mashra Yasha'Allah. We got all that. We got the correspondence department. We have all of that set up. We got a pantry department. We have all of that set up. So I bring that out to say this. What we did was a few months ago, we got together as we always do. We have a council and we say, okay, where can we have the next Mashra Yasha'Allah unity camp? Okay, brothers came up with different cities, but one brother said Memphis. Let's try Memphis. We never been out to Memphis. We didn't say Memphis to go against, to say simply because IUIC is down there in Memphis. Matter of fact, I didn't even realize it until we got down there. That IUIC is down there in Memphis. But you brothers simply think that this is some kind of attack on you, talking about Nate in IUIC, specifically Nate, because I'm gonna tell you this: it's a cowardly act, Nate. You're gonna send those brothers, those novices, okay? You're gonna send all those brothers down there, commanding them to come down there and try to disrupt the camp, okay? The camp in Hamashiach Yahweh, you're gonna try to disrupt the camp, and you got confounded. You got confounded because nobody moved and was disrupted. You sent 300, 400 men, who knows how many it was. Doesn't even matter. Okay, the Most High don't care about those type of numbers. Okay? It's righteous is what the Most High is looking for, what we're supposed to be doing. And that was wicked as hell, because the brother marched those brothers down by the camp in Memphis on Beale Street. And when they marched those brothers, you stopped right in front of the camp. 400 or 500 men right in front of the camp, and then you ordered men to get up on the sidewalk, okay, where the congregation was listening to the brothers. They were listening to the brothers speak. And when the brothers, IUIC came up on the sidewalk, you commanded the men to come up on the sidewalk, and now you sort of forced or pushed some of the congregation away. You pushed them. They didn't leave, but you pushed them. Not that the brothers pushed them, but because when they came up on the sidewalk, they were standing, the congregation was standing there, and the brothers came up on the sidewalk and pushed some of the congregation. So that was wicked as hell. Evil, man, evil. And do you know the congregation came to us and said, know something? What them brothers did was wicked as hell. See, these are some of the things you don't even know. The congregation that was listening to us, they came to us and they were complaining about IUIC and what you attempted to do to disrupt the camp. But it didn't work because the spirit of Mashiach Yahweh was with us. Okay? That was evil what you did. So, this is what we normally do. So we came together as a council, the Marshal Island, and said, let's do Memphis. Brothers suggested, okay, Beale Street. Okay? So, we didn't say, let's do Beale Street because IUIC is down there. Beale Street is a big street. So just like other cities and other camps, you got more than one camp in other blocks. And Nate, you are accustomed to going to other areas where brothers had already established their camp. Oh, we've heard about you, man. Okay, we know. And another thing, Nate, oh, you kidding, man? We know all about you. Okay? We know when you came into One West, we know all about you. Tahar knows about you too. Tahar's your elder. I'm your elder. Ash is your elder. Bunyamin is your elder. Zaquan, Yahweh's camp, is your elder. So what are you talking about? Okay? And you're going to send those novices down there. And they're going to come to me? Like I'm some kind of novice. Like I'm just coming into the truth. And you're going to send that brother Abiel, whatever his name is, to try to talk to me concerning the Joy Morgan issue and concerning the Ephraimite Gabar issue. Are you out of your damn mind? So, man, what are you talking about? And he's talking about, he's serious. We want to discuss it now. Brother, get the hell out of here. Okay? I said, I ain't discussing nothing with you. Who the hell is he to demand that I discuss it now? And that you're wrong for sending them brothers down there. It was wrong. And the Most High see it, Yahweh Shai see it. So what we do, we said, let's do Beale Street, let's do Memphis. Not because IUIC is down there. You got Israelite schools and camps in every city in America. The hell are you talking about? Okay? And so we put out this flyer for you brothers that already know. You already know that every time we do a summit, we put out a flyer. We don't make it no secret. There ain't no secrets here. There are secrets in IUIC. A whole lot of, and they're all coming out too. Okay? What's done in the dark, Nate, will come out in the light. See, there's no secrets in the Masharah Yasha'Allah. We put this out months. So of course y'all knew about it. Y'all knew about it. Okay? And we know y'all know about it. There's no secrets. We know y'all look at every videotape we do. We y'all look at every videotape the House of David do, or the Light of Zion, or your Howard's camp, or all the camps that are under the Masharah Allah. We know this. So what the hell are you talking about? And you're going to send that brother, that novice, go sit there and demand that I talk about that issue now. You out of your mind? I said, brother, we in the middle of a camp. I said, you want to talk about that issue? I'll talk about it with Nate. And he got the nerve to say, who's Nate? I said, who's Nate? I said, brother, you're bishop. That's who Nate is. You want to call yourself by these Roman Catholic names, bishop and deacon. So he didn't necessarily like that. Okay? Got a little testy. Got a little testy there. Okay? But you don't know. Okay, Nate? You don't know. You just don't know. Okay? What could have happened. Okay? Or what, you think we just come down there and what, we don't have no security? We don't have nothing? Okay? You don't know them brothers were surrounded too. Okay, you came with 500 men against what? What do we have? Maybe 60, 70 brothers? But the difference is, just like the Mosai, just like Elijah asked the Mosai to show Elisha, okay, the men that are the spiritual men, the angels that are with them. See, the angels were with us in Yahushua. You had 400 or 500 men, okay, but we had the angels with us. We didn't need 500 men to deal with you, because we dealt with it spiritually. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal; they're spiritual. We dealt with it spiritually. And I told the brother, I said, brother, here comes IUIC. Keep teaching. Don't stop teaching for nothing. Okay? And the brother kept teaching. And so this is what the Masharah Allah is about. Unity, assembling ourselves and coming together as a government. And under her Mashiach Yahushua. Because I don't know what you're doing. You're talking about Mosai, bless Jesus, or whatever. I don't know what God you serving, brother. I don't know what power you serving. Okay? But that was totally off. And I hope, Nate, you didn't compromise yourself. I hope you didn't compromise. Okay? Just like the scriptures tell you about Samuel, Samuel's sons took bribes for filthy lucre. Okay? They took bribes for filthy lucre. So I hope that's not what this is about. Okay? The filthy lucre. Okay? Let's just read that right quick. Because this is madness going on here. Okay? It says, 1 Samuel 8:1. It said, it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, the name of his second was Abiah, and they were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre. And we know that's money, and took bribes and perverted judgment. What does it we hear about IUIC? Okay? When we had the 12th summit a couple of years ago, when all the brothers left IUIC and were coming to us saying, complaining about the misuse and the abuse and the taking advantage of the congregation and taking the monies from the people and so forth. What is this we hear? Okay? This is what's happening. And so the Mosai sees that wickedness. And what is this here at the House of David? We get a phone call from a school in California, IUIC school, and the woman is calling us during the class. And she's saying what? That I don't feel comfortable in the class. What should I do? We're getting all these different calls from brothers and sisters from IUIC because of the different wickednesses going on. But what do we say? Do we come out negatively on some video condemning IUIC? No, we don't do that because we let Yahweh Shai deal with it. But when you put out that rap video, Nate, that rap video, you had me in it, okay, to try to belittle me, shame me. I don't know what you were trying to do, trying to make it appear in your congregation that I'm nothing maybe, but that doesn't work, Nate. The people are beginning to see you for what you really are. And we know you, Nate. You know we know you. Ash knows you. Benjamin knows you. Tahad knows you. Zaquan knows you. And Mathathua knows you too. When you were down in Jamaica back in 2003 or 4, and you tried to convince Mathathua to go with you and try to convince him about certain scriptures, doctrines in the scriptures, especially Romans 11 chapter. Trying to say the wild olive tree is Israel or some crap like that. But Mathathua didn't do it. That's why you're angry. And then when Mathathua brings out about the Joy Morgan issue, another thing, we gave Mathathua the order to be in the department, the correspondence department. That's his department. Okay? And so we're behind him when he does stuff like that. Because why? The Spirit is with him. And it was a beautiful thing. Because the family of the Joy Morgan, the mother of Joy Morgan was so happy that somebody was concerned, somebody in Israel was concerned about her daughter being missing. And she was happy. And Nate, you try to sweep it under the rug, and it wasn't going to work because you can't sweep murder under the rug. You can't do it, Nate. And you tried to do it, but the Yahweh Shai said, no, we would not allow it to happen. And Mathathua was there and brought it out. It's not going to work. We don't know. We're murdering people now. And so this is what's happening. And you're going to march those men down there in Memphis, 500 men, try to disrupt the camp of the Most High Yahweh Shai. Didn't work. And then that Friday, myself, Christ Abraham, and a few other brothers, we were at a restaurant Friday during the day, trying to get something to eat. And all of a sudden, a brother goes into the restaurant, then comes out of the restaurant and says, you got a phone call. We didn't know this brother from nowhere. He gives the phone to Karaz Abraham. Sure enough, who was it? It had to be a brother of IUIC checking up on us. How about that? Spying on us, checking up on us. And all Karaz Abraham did in the spirit, he said, brother, you're part of the unity camp too. I hope to see you down there. You can come with us. See? But of course, the brother wasn't coming. So it's evil, Nate. It's evil. And we know things, Nate, about you. You're going to try to make mockery? Okay? You're going to put me in a video, in a rap video? In evil and belittle? Okay? And then you're going to try to belittle Mathathua. You're going to try to make mockery in your little classroom video you did, try to make mockery of his language and how he speaks. See, that's evil, man. Oh, it's not going to work, Nate. It's not going to work. Because we know you, bro. We know you. We know everything about you, bro. We know your beginnings, okay? But it's not a custom for us to bring it out and do that. But we can do it. We can go all the way back. We can go all the way back to when West, the evil that you committed. We can go all the way back to 464, 126th Street, what you have done. We can go back to Mount Morris Park, okay? What you have done, of course, against Marshall. Okay, all that evil. And then you came to the house of David when we were on Bushwick Avenue in Brooklyn. Okay? You talk about you want to apologize. Okay. And we said, okay, Nate, apologize. We even let you teach the class. Remember that? Then right after that, you went to Jamaica and was spewing all kinds of lies about the house of David, telling Mathathua, don't listen to the house of David. What the hell's wrong with you, man? We just forgave you from all that madness that you did when we were in the park, Mount Morris Park. See, that's why some of the things Tahar bring out against you, sometimes it's right. Okay? But this is what we're dealing with. And all I'm saying is to send those brothers down there and to send 500 men down there to try to disrupt the camp was evil. And like a man, Nate, you should have come to me, because you know where the house of David is at. You've been there before. You know where the house of David. You know Ash. You know myself. Okay, you could have came to the house of David anytime to talk about the Joy Morgan issue and the Ephraimite Gabar issue. And then Ephraimite Gabar issue was years ago. And you want to discuss that right in the camp. See, this is why we're saying, y'all brothers, y'all don't know the half of what's going on. You just going by what Nate tells you. Nate going to teach you lies and tell you lies. Okay? Get the information from brothers who know. Okay? Who know this brother, who've been in the truth 10, 20 years way before Nate. And then you go to Israel, Nate. You go to Israel and you're going to tell lies to Prince Amadiel. That you've been in the truth 33 years. You know you wasn't in the truth no 33 years. And then you use the number 33. You know that's a Masonic number. But it's just all of that, because Prince Amadiel told us, he told us the truth. You went to Demona to teach lies. So come on, man, stop it. See? But all that's going to come out on you, Nate, is coming out. Okay? And so we allowed Methathwa to bring out the Joy Morgan issue. And by the Spirit, the Most High was willing to bring it out. And the family was happy. And this is why now they got justice. The brother in IUIC is in jail for murder. Okay? When otherwise it wouldn't have happened, because IUIC was trying to hide it under the rug. That was you, Nate. You're responsible. You didn't commit the murder, but you're responsible because you're the head of the school. Just like the misuse Kanai was doing and the abuse, you're still responsible for that. Okay? So this is why the Most High is angry. So here it is, Luke 22, real quick. I'm not going to go through all that script, but Luke 22, 24 says this. And there was also strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. See, this is what we're hearing at IUIC, that you're a benefactor. Okay? You gotta sign a disclosure form. What the hell? There are no secrets in Israel, man. Who does that but Christian churches out in the world? You don't want nobody to reveal the secrets of IUIC. No, Yahweh Shai will reveal it. Okay? So now you're a benefactor now. Okay? But ye shall not be so. See, the Most High said, we shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger. Okay? And he that is chief as he that doth serve. We're supposed to be servants. But Nate, you're exalting yourself above everybody. He that exalts himself shall be abased. Okay? Shall be abased. And he that humbleth himself shall the Most High and Yahweh Shai exalt. Okay, so this is what's happening here. This is what's truly happening. And for the ones that are brothers that are in IUIC, because I'm going to tell you something. When those brothers marched down, you had brothers in that formation. When you marched down, they were looking at us like, Barak, what the hell is going on? I have no idea. You didn't even let the brothers know what the hell was happening. You just told them to gird up and come down there and march. And then brothers looked at us, you know something? And they brothers secretly were saluting us. You don't even know that. They saluted us. Okay, the first day, that Friday, and that second day you came down there. The second day you didn't come during while we were speaking. You came after. But still, when you marched down there, the brothers looked at us, and you can tell they were bewildered. They didn't know what was going on. But they looked at us and said, brother, we want to be able to communicate and network with you, and we want to salute you. And they saluted us on the side. Okay, and this is what's happening. Okay, we got to be servants now, and we got to come more together. So, Nate, you know where we're at. You could have come to us and to discuss the Joy Morgan and Ephraimite Gabar. And the things Ephraimite Gabar was telling us, brother, okay, we didn't even bring out. We could have brought it out in the video. We didn't bring it out. Okay? He mentioned a lot of things. And we're talking about some witchcraft, all type of things, but we didn't bring it out. We let it go because that wasn't our concern. Okay? And then it says, for whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat or he that serveth. So we got to be servants now. Is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as one that serveth you. Understand? Ye are they which have continued with me by temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is what we're supposed to be doing, serving our people, not trying to be isolationists. That's what IUIC is. Not trying to separate. That's what IUIC is. Not trying to divide. We try to network with other camps and try to get to know other brothers and other camps and other Israelite schools. We even had the brothers in Damona come to the house of David and meet with us. And they always mention the house of David. Hashor Mariel in Mount Zion mentions the house of David. Okay? Why? Because we try to network and communicate with other brothers. And now you're going to sit there and make mockery of other brothers. And Mathathua goes to Ghana. And Mathathua got permission to go to Ghana. Who the hell are you, Nate? And you're going to sit there and say, well, he's just taking up the IUIC rejects? You calling the Mosai's chosen rejects? Nate, if I tell the public what you have done, you would be a reject. But we don't do that, see? We don't do that. And when Nate, you know, we can go all the way back. Okay? We can go all the way back. Okay? So don't sit there and say the Mosai's chosen are rejects. Okay? Because that's evil and that's wicked. That's because you got a big mote in your eye. A big mote. Okay? 1 Peter 5:1. Real quick. 1 Peter 5:1 says this. The elders which are among you I exhort. So we're supposed to be exhorting the elders and getting to know one another. Because the time is short. They want to kill us here in America. They got a vaccine to kill us. They even had the nerve, the first shot was given to a black woman, which was showing you what? They want to kill you. And here we running around trying to competition amongst one another. Compete amongst one another, Israelite camps. Come on. Ain't nobody here know what their reward is going to be in the Yahushua. So we got to come together, and then whatever talents and Israelite spiritual talents the Most High give to us, we're supposed to bring it together. That's where the power come in at. Us coming together. Whatever spiritual gifts you got, whatever spiritual gifts I got, you bring it together. And then that's power in Yahushua. Okay, not separating ourselves. Then it says, exhort, who am also an elder and witness of the sufferings of Yahushua, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, okay, but willingly. So we're supposed to willingly do this thing, not for filthy lucre, Nate. Okay, we heard about you, the money issue and what you were doing with the congregation. We heard all about it. It came to us. It came to the Masharah Yashala. That's why they wanted me at the 12th summit to say something about it. Okay? A bishop is supposed to be blameless, right? So you say you're a bishop. But Nate, I'm going to read the scripture. Okay, I'm going to read the scripture. Again, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. You're supposed to be ready, willing, and able to serve the Most High and Yahushua. Neither as being lords over the flock, okay, over the Most High's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock, being an example. So is IUIC an example of how they demonstrated themselves down in Memphis? Don't seem like it, Ark. Don't seem like it was wicked as hell. Okay? And brothers are seeing it. Their eyes are being opened. You can't keep this secret no more. You can't keep this hid. Okay? Now, I didn't want to have to do this and bring all this out. But it's time for it to be brought out. Because we're in the end here. One more scripture here in Matthew 23. Y'all know what I'm getting. Matthew 23:25. Okay? Because you can appear one way to the public, and you can appear one way to brothers, but inside, you're dirty as hell. Okay? You're dirty as hell. I'm going to read it. Woe unto Matthew 23:25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees. Okay? And hypocrites. Most I call you hypocrites. For ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. And we heard about the extortion. Nate, we heard about it. Okay? So you get dressed all up in purple. You form yourself in some kind of pyramid. You make rap music, worshiping the sun or whatever you're doing, whatever that madness is. Okay? But now it has to be revealed. You got the checkerboard, you're rapping on the checkerboard floor at a Masonic temple, whatever that was. It was wicked as hell. And you're going to send that brother, you're going to send them brothers down at me, 500 men. Little old the Masharai Asha'Allah, barely 60, 70 brothers. But the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua prevailed. You know why? Because the gates of hell shall not prevail against this. Shall not prevail. Okay? We're going to continue on what we're doing. We don't want Memphis. Who the hell wants Memphis? A symbol of ancient Egypt, Memphis. That's why you got all them pyramids down there in Memphis, Tennessee. Because it's a replica of ancient Egypt, Memphis, the city of Memphis. We don't want Memphis, we don't want Tennessee, and we don't want no parts of America. We're trying to get the hell out of here. What we want is our kingdom, Mount Zion, Israel, Jerusalem. That's what we want. Okay, in Yahushua. And we heard what you said about Israel too. We heard. We hear everything. You know why? Okay, quiet as kept. Brothers in your own camp are telling us. And they're still with you. But they call us and say, this is what is happening in IUIC. Okay, this is what they tell us. Okay, it says, 26th verse, the blind Pharisee cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. See, you're dirty on the inside. You're evil on the inside. Okay, you're wicked on the inside. But outside, you look all clean and purple. You got the nice videos. You got this. You got that. You got money. We heard about the money you got. Okay, I wonder how. We're wondering what's happening, Nate. Okay, there's a lot of camps out there that are compromising themselves. Okay, that old 501c3 and getting grants. Now you belong to Esau. But we think the Most High, the Masharai Sha'Allah, is dealing from grassroots, pure.